This was a lost game based on the animated special of the same name. It was made by Namco Bandai and was supposed to be for the PlayStation 2. Little has been shown of the game. It was going to have 70 characters. Initially 30 were announced. 4 party games, contests of battling, fielding, and pitching with a Simon Says type game called Lucy Says. It was going to be made by Farsight Studios, which made previous Charlie Brown games. An ad was printed on the back of the instruction manual for the PS2 version of Snoopy vs. the Red Baron. Because there was not enough staff to work on the project, and because the studio itself was working on too many projects at the time, it was unfortunately cancelled. Sometimes with lost media, you find some things that are just lost in its entirety, and this is an example. Not only is it completely lost, with only screenshots being available, but the cards are also lost. There were cards for Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and related characters, and they were used to play these games. They would be found in Nabisco products, you know, the cereals, the peanut butter crackers. It was sponsored by various companies like Jello, Lifesavers, and Nickelodeon. They were tie-ins for Crash Bandicoot Purple, Ripto's Revenge, and Spyro Orange, the Cortex Conspiracy, on the Game Boy Advance. As the promotion ended in 2005, any chance to play any of these games that were on the sites was lost. This was a cancelled action-adventure game by Cyberdreams, which was the company responsible for the video game adaptation of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It was much less grim than that game, as it would have been loosely based on the novel of the same name. It's about a private investigator looking for a woman that had gone missing at the hands of an evil scientist. He is attacked by the scientist and shrunk down to only a few feet tall, but the video game footage looks like it's more like a few inches.
Welcome to my new channel, the Anti-Swag Corporation.
This game was a typical endless runner game where you collected as many swag points as possible. It was poorly reviewed and was given a copyright infringement for using stolen assets. Though the Wii U version is still available, the PC port has never been released for the mentioned reasons. On December 18th, 2014, a Jordan Schwetz would make the game after being inspired by r/non-touch parodies. I can see where this one's going, noting that Nintendo approved of his game since they realized that I'm targeting an untapped market. Yeah, okay, buddy. The game would be subject to critical and audience padding due to its use to outsets, repetitive gameplay, and just being really, really annoying. The guy that made the game wanted to get a Steam Greenlight page for the game, but that page no longer works. I tried going on there and I couldn't find a single thing. It gets worse. The creator of the troll face meme, that's right, the guy himself, would threaten to sue the creator in a Reddit post, probably spooking him into just stopping everything that he did, and now the Reddit post too is completely lost. We don't even have his Reddit account at this point.
Swag.
Sometimes a movie is in such poor taste, you wonder what the hell was going through the minds of who made it. The Day the Clown Cried, made by Jerry Lewis, you know, the guy that made The Nutty Professor, is an example of this. It's about a clown being made into a political prisoner after mocking really, right? And then his job is to entertain the kids and the Jews and whatnot and lure them into the gas chambers.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
At the end of the movie, he feels really bad about what he did, so he goes into the gas chamber with them, and he unalives himself. I don't think I need to explain how he did it. The film was riddled with production issues, with Lewis being forced to spend some of his own money after the movie went over budget. There are feuds made during the production of the movie, and eventually Lewis himself just made a rough copy of it, called it a day, and the people that saw it said that it was one of the worst things that they had ever seen. Harry Shearer is noted for saying the following about the film: "Seeing this film was really awe-inspiring, and that you are rarely in the presence of a perfect object. This was a perfect object. This is a movie so drastically wrong. Its pathos and its comedy are so wildly misplaced that you could not, in your fantasy of what it might be like, improve on what it really is. Oh my God, that's all you can really say. It's as if you flew down to Tijuana and suddenly saw a painting on black velvet of Auschwitz. Fitting. You would just think, my God, wait a minute, that's not funny, and it's not good. And somebody's trying too hard in the wrong direction to convey this strongly held feeling." Lewis would go on to say that he hid the film away out of embarrassment. I wonder why. And that he didn't intend on releasing it. However, he rescinded that claim and gave the movie to the Library of Congress. Think about that for a moment. There was a sole condition that he gave, though. It was going to be showed 10 years from the day it was sent. 2015. Maybe we'll see it in 2025. But his son has also gone on record to say that he and other people around him can't find the negatives of the whole film, and they're only finding snippets of it. So maybe it's just gone for good. Maybe that's for the best. Who knows?